It's in the game. We are ready to enter Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. The Hokies enter the stadium to the familiar strains of Enter Sandman. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Bruce Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Coach Marcus Freeman told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Walton. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Carr throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. It's Flanagan. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Going with the ground game left. There's some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Irish! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running inside. It's Overton. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Hokies headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Overton. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, it's going to be fun to watch this team here in Blacksburg now with James Franklin coming over as head coach. And it's really key that they get this quarterback thing right. Honestly, they have not been dominant at that position consistently, probably going back to Mike Vick, back in, the late 90s and 2000. And so, new era on offense. It's all going to start and end with this guy under center.
Ethan Grunkemeyer, yeah, he comes over from Penn State. And here's the interesting thing about that, Palmer. You talk about Virginia Tech looking for that quarterback identity. James Franklin really couldn't find it at Penn State. Can he find it in Blacksburg? Bringing a lot of Penn State guys with him, a lot of excitement about this program, a lot more buy-in, and we know as well as anybody, Palmer, calling games in the atmosphere that is Lane Stadium. That place will absolutely rock.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Hawkins. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Quarterback making checks. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So 4th and a mile from here, but the offense will go for it.
Here we go, ready. Flag 38, flag 38. Booster. Shift. Ready, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the 1st quarter. On the draw, it's Walton. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Carr above the noise. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Trainer's out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Powers through the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They give it to him again. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. Hokie, high-tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Get. Go.
Makes the catch and he's free. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hokies. Put 6 on the board.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throwing, Carr. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And last year to start the season, Notre Dame had everything except for maybe that quarterback spot. Now this year, it's no doubt about it, right? C.J. Carr is the dude, and he chose Notre Dame even though the family has the Michigan ties. But Palmer, he showed last year throughout the season he grew and became a pretty dang good football player.
Yeah, and I think really at the end of last year, he was certainly playing well enough for them to reach the college football playoff. I think he is one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people look at this year's Notre Dame team and they say, we are a legit national championship caliber team. You know Notre Dame's going to play defense with Marcus Freeman as the head coach. You know they're going to have playmakers at the skill spots, but C.J. Carr, he's going to be the key for them this season. It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And Greathouse and Faison both back, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well to have that speed element. And a couple of guys that maybe click now with this C.J. Carr offense and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
Here's Carr to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air again, Carr. Quickly complete. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
You know, it's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they did tack on the extra point. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be dragged down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Great place to start for this offense. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout.
Q. Where did he go?
They're going to throw it to start the drive. On target. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Hey,
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7.
29 bounce. 20 and 29 bounce.
Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk. He lofts one down the sideline. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Colorado taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. And it's the Buffaloes with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
And that's a win streak now, 2 in a row after starting the season 1-1. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense.
And down he goes back at the 3. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Push down for the tackle.
Well, in a second and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back now to at least give themselves an opportunity to convert this 3rd down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive in this second half.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. The lone back's got it. Got a little grass. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The give. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 20th of the season.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Pressure coming. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Defense looks as if it's coming. Using his legs, it's Walton. Breaks the tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. First and goal for the offense. They'll run it. It's Walton. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Runs through a tackle. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly to the tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. To the ground. He's got it again. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Working on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Hokies will hustle to the line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he's thrown another interception. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Buying some time. Slings it downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Here come the Irish back on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They feed him again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten small.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on the fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Reads it, fires complete. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside, it's Walton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
At the 46-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.